In this activity, I learned that good communication has something to do with the daily activities that we encounter in our daily lives, may it be in our home, work, school, or any social situations. It really did a vital role of facilitating the trade of information and knowledge, which develops peace and unity to our society. Another thing is that we can develop a good communication if we also have a good listening skills, because when we speak of communication, it is somehow a two-way street. You need to understand what the other person is saying to you as well as to say what you want. In understanding what others are saying to you, it is where good listening skills is being applied, because you cannot understand someone's point of view if you don't listen to their side, right? And when you already hear and understand what others say, then that's the time you can say what you want. And then boom, good communication happens. It is considered a good communication because you both understand and listen to each other's side. In addition, I also learned that communication skills are very important, since every day in our lives we have to communicate with different kinds of people. For example, we may encounter those annoying, hard headed, or those people who are not on our side. But just because we don't agree to them is no reason not to listen. We must always remember or bear in our minds that we are here in a democratic country where everyone has given the right to have their own opinion. We must always observe respect in every person that we met. And good communication skills will improve our relationship to them. I realize that at this very moment, I still have to work with my communication skills, knowing that I only got 65% in the communication skills test, which means I still need a lot of improvement. Knowingly, I show some tendency of thoughtful behavior along with a few characteristics of supportive style communication. I am also not a strong socializer, meaning I am not that someone who will try to influence outcomes by engaging with others. This activity makes me realize that I do not show many attributes of a supporting approach. And I also found out that I am not a natural listener. I do not usually welcome to more change. But I know and I am sure that there is always a room for improvement. All these negativities will not be an obstacle for me to achieve the 100% of being a good communicator. I will take this as a challenge or inspiration to do more and work harder. I am not that person who easily gives up on something, knowing that this won't harm me, instead, mold me into a better and bolder one. Nothing is impossible as long as I work hard for it without harming other people. I may not be a good communicator. I do not achieve the 100% of being an excellent one, but one thing is for sure, I will work hard to achieve it. And now I made here my to-do list to overcome my poor communication skills. So from now on, I will focus more on enhancing my communication skills by watching and practicing some videos and information that I can surf in internet about overcoming my poor communication skills. And as what I have said a while ago, a good communicator is always been a good listener. So as for me, I will try to practice active listening every time. Paying close attention to what's being said and make others feel heard and considered. I will make sure that I will be able to understand the feeling of those around me, as it is an integral part of being an effective communicator. I also have problems with socializing. That was the result that I've gathered in my communication skills test. So I will try to actively engage in team building and consistently collaborate with my co-students or the people around me. For the sake of clear communication and my own personal well being, I will necessarily manage my emotions and express them appropriately in context. Because in this way, I will not be misunderstood and will avoid argues. Because when you allow strong emotions to unnecessarily creep into professional setting, it can lead to poor communication or conflict. I will also ask my peers and subordinates for some advice on improving my skills. Feedback is always a must that can help me. Lastly, I have to practice public speaking. Though this is the very difficult thing that I am going to do since it's the number one thing that I'm not comfortable of doing with, I will take it slowly or step by step. Public speaking may sound daunting, but there is no other or better way to develop good communication skills than by seeking out public speaking opportunities.